22 minutes. 22 minutes is all I could spare. That did not sound good. Well, all right. Well, I'm playing some Chaos Battle. Freaking, you're gonna hear a lot of noise from the outside because the recording room was. I forgot to air it out since last time I recorded, so it's hella hot in here. No windows open. It was completely shut down, closed. And right now I just opened up everything. It was like a sauna in here. But there's a birthday party going on outside, so that's cool. Man, why do I choose Saturday? I could just do Wednesday. I could post on a Saturday. The thing is, I should be recording these earlier, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna record on the day, post it on the day, so it feels realer. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah. So Merlin OP and not Merlin, Milim OP in Chaos Battle, but I did record 10 minutes of me trying to use Escanor in Chaos Battle, which I'm not gonna save for next week or anything. I'm gonna use it now. So here's 10 minutes of me struggling with Escanor until I just kind of like forget about it. But also, I feel like Chaos Battle, the way that Marvel has their PvP system set is that it's like, oh, you're using this really good character. All right, here's its counter. And then also here's a team that cannot counter against it. which is weird. Because, like, I go against... This is the single demon team I see for the entirety of the matches. And I just don't go in against anything. I also wanted to say, yeah, Resident Evil 9 came out. I didn't play it. I watched a YouTuber play it. And I say it's pretty good. That's what I was referencing at the beginning. But then I started thinking about other stuff. But yeah, Resident Evil 9. Not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't like it now. it's a good game. It's really cool. We got hype moments in Aura, but in a good way. But I'm not gonna buy it. Like, I'm not gonna technically buy it and play it because Resident Evil just isn't my cup of tea. Like, at all. I can't play it by myself. Not because it's scary. It's because it's super scary. I get too scared. I can't play it by myself. Game's too scary, guys. I can't play it. I can't play it by myself. I need somebody there with me. No, I just get bored. More with my... Then I say that, and then I'm like, well, then what the hell is Risk of Rain 2 then? Which is, like, not the same, but it is like, oh, you could play it by yourself. And I do play Risk of Rain by myself than with just other people. But I don't know. And then even now, the thing is, I'm also playing Black Myth Wukong on my own time. And even I'm not playing that by myself. I'm playing it like with a friend who's also playing it at the same time as me, and he's streaming it and like everything. But I'm playing it for me, so I'm kind of just like, we're on the same like kind of. He's not playing the game to just play it. He's kind of just playing it because I'm playing it, which is weird to say. But he's also playing it while streaming it, so he like chooses like random times to stream to play it. So somehow we're still kind of in the same like. Did my phone just fucking die on me? No, okay. We're still somehow on the same bits of the story, but because my schedule is just like hella tight to play games right now, that I can't even get to like. I don't have like, and as well, since like Black Myth Wukong is like a Souls game, most of my time is like 3 hours on a boss fight. I am not good at Soulborn games. I will fight the same boss for 3 hours until I win and not change anything about what I'm doing to win. If it is like that, like that's how it is. That's how I am. That's why I like roguelikes better, because when I die, at least the next time I play is going to be different because the game's going to give me something different. Instead of me just like, all right, run the same character, hit the wall. We're going to keep hitting the wall. The wall's going to change at some point. Oh, man. But as well, it's just me trying to... It's also skill-based, too. So it's like, I'm just bad at games. I'm just bad at games. That's why I do commentary videos on on 7 Deadly Sins. It's an easy game. Oh yeah, this team. I hate this team, man. This is the counter against Escanor Merlin, Ataxio. Which is really funny. That everyone was like, oh yeah, Escanor Merlin is kind of like OP and like overpowered. In like a situation where they're free. In a situation that they're free, they're overpowered. But if you put them in a situation where they can't have a healer, or they can't have a tank, or they can't have a good support, then they get smashed. Like this team might be really good for Chaos Battle because it enables Escanor Merlin to just deal insane amounts of damage, as well as nerfing the enemy Escanor and Merlin with attack skills. Because the only thing bad about Escanor Merlin is that they don't have a self cleanse for debuffs, which is weird because the one Escanor has a self cleanse for debuffs, but it's not like they should just revamp Chaos. They should just revamp Chaos. They gotta revamp it. Like it's already like just like not good game mode, and they're never bringing back 4v4. 4v4 is so cool. Why don't they ever bring that back? That doesn't need a revamp. That doesn't need anything. That could just be a game mode. That could just be like Chaos Battle. And it's so much better than Chaos Battles because it's just like, here's 4 Merlins. Here's 4 Escanors. Here's 4 Meliodases. Here's 15 Housers if they ever release any more Housers. Here's 4 Drolls that work all together because they work, they good work, and a Scold. But no, they never want to bring back 4v4, which is just cool. And then that's the thing. Everyone kind of forgot that like debuffs are a thing in the game, but also because of the shield that Escanor Merlin has, it like stops from getting debuffs. But like if they ever drop a unit that like, oh, this unit applies Ataxio on everyone at the beginning of the match, and if the unit uses AoE or something other, or does something 2 times in a row or whatever, applies Ataxio again for the next turn on everyone. So it's like, there you go. That's like the most broken. Literally disabling your opponents is the most broken thing in the game. And it's funny. It's like a tier system that like at the top, attacking is the best thing you could do. The second thing is a debuff. But the debuff has to be on a card that also attacks. And then the third thing you could do is a debuff by itself. And then the fourth thing is healing. Using a dedicated healing card sucks because you're wasting a spot for an actual attack card, which is all the way at the top of the tier list. And everything like that. And everything below the attack card is just like, oh, attacking while healing, attacking while with this effect, or giving damage reduction, this and that and this and that. That's above still a debuff that deals damage. Like how the strongest card technically is the weak point card, because it just gives you 3 times damage for having a debuff on an enemy. And then even then, there's ways to get around that too, where like, oh, it's like, is weak point the strongest blue effect? I think next to Power Strike. Flood was a weird addition. I never understood Flood because it's just 80% more damage, right? But it's not 80% more damage to the coefficiency of the card. It's more like you deal 80% more damage, like the blue effect, which I don't understand the math of. And the math in Netmarble is crazy. They use quantum mechanics to make shit sometimes. To make things work, you need to know, you need to have a basic understanding of quantum mechanics to understand the math of Netmarble. I was joking, but it just doesn't make sense. And then there's the Power Strike, which was the craziest effect until, I don't know, they buffed weak point to be just, oh yeah, the weak point attack card also applies a debuff before it attacks. I was like, oh, there you go, weak point OP, 3 times the damage that you'll deal no matter what. Because that's just, because what that is just the attack coefficiency put through the calculator already, and then it multiplies the damage. I think that's how that works. So like, oh, if it's a 100%, so if your damage is, what spawns, like normal 8,000 plus 1,000% of that, then it's 80,000. But then multiply that 80,000 by 3. I think that's how that works. So then the 80,000 multiplied by 3 would be what is that? Numbers. um, 240, I think, or it's less per person because it's an AOE. Oh no, wait. Yeah. So it's 240, 240, 240. And without adding everyone's defense stats and damage reduction, everything like that. Like that's how much damage that would do to a unit without any good defensive abilities. It would do 240,000. 240,000. It would do 240,000 damage to each of them. Because it's not counting the total sum. Unlike the single target fresco. Oh, here we are with the Valentina. So cool transition if you saw that. Fade in, fade out into the sweep effect. That took me 5 minutes to do. And it was weird because like the editing I had to do. I don't know. It was weird. I somehow did it. But it's fine. Anyways, yeah. Sick edit animation 5 minutes ago that I missed because I was talking about damage calculations. But okay, so Escanor Merlins is like deal damage to one opponent. The final damage output is multiplied by 1,000, which I don't get. Not multiplied by 1,000, but increased by 1,000%, which I don't get the math of, because it's not saying that it's like it's double damage. It's double damage. I don't know why I just didn't say like 100% of damage dealt instead of just it's 1,000%, because then it's just 360. Because my Escanor Merlin hits for 360 sometimes. 360 multiplied by 1,000, and the damage number on the top right goes to 600,000 something. And so it's like it's just double damage. I don't know why I just didn't say it. It's like the death effect plus 1,000 or plus 100%. 100% of damage dealt gets reapplied to the enemy again, or it switches to random when on death. And then it applies if it. Wait, what was it? Am I reading it wrong? Is it 1,000 damage of the card, and then 70% of that goes to hits again, right? Or am I dumb? Can I not read? I can't read. That's why I don't have the effect on my screen right now, so I can't see it. Anyways, yeah, it does that stuff, and then it's just like the damage calculations don't make sense. So whenever Net Marble had like a thing like counter, the like Chandler's counter was doing more damage than it needed to be, because there was like a stack overflow or something like that. The code was written in wrong. Nobody notices. Nobody will question it. They'll just be like, new unit, yeah, deals crazy damage. And they're like, oh yeah, it wasn't supposed to do that. And then everyone's like, oh really? All right, cool. And then they nerfed it or whatever. Anyways, Milim number 1. We're back with Milim. New video intro. So yeah, after I got my ass whooped by that Escanor Gother team, I was like, why not just run a team that doesn't matter if it gets attack sealed or not? And here's the team, because my DPS is weaker than my support, which is Merlin. So going against an Escanor Merlin who has a Gother, my Merlin would be attack sealed, but my Milim would not. And I think if I ever fought one, spoiler, I do not fight another Escanor Merlin Gother team. So we're just gonna say in theory that I think I would be able to kill Escanor with Milim if they don't have any crazy. Well, they're gonna have Tarman Link, but they'll be sealed for one turn, so I'll be able to kill him. Theoretically, I'll be able to kill him. Take my word for it. If not, then I don't know. Though I have been. Oh, it was cool that we had the like weird apology thing. I think that was last week, and I just like now I'm talking about it. They gave out the free 30 step ups, and like technically I don't need that. So I everyone turned theirs into SA coins. Okay, I'm not gonna abbreviate Special Awakening coins anymore. But I didn't. I'm not gonna turn them all into Super Awakening tokens, because like I still have 10-ish units, 9 units that are really old that I don't have in my box, and they're gonna come out at some point again as like here's a free reward or whatever. And then I have the blue stone, and I could just level up to level 90. And the thing is, that's crazy, is that I still don't have Salos. That's why I'm not playing with Salos. That's why I'm glazing Milim, that I haven't started talking about until right now. Milim go crazy. Merlin go crazy. There goes a car. But yeah, the Salos banner. I did get DK Meliodas. Not DK Meliodas. I did get DK Zeldris, the new one. The black one. The young, I don't know. The weird one. The one with the shield. I think I didn't use the 90 token on it. Because I think it didn't allow me to. Oh, because it was a UR? Man, could I have used the star token or no? Was that before whatever time they put for the one-step banner thing? But anyways. So I don't have... The people that I don't have in this banner right now is Salos, Droll, and Scotty. The new Scotty. Which I believe Scotty I could use the stone for. But I don't think I could use it on Droll. And so once I get them and I see if I can use the stone on them, then I'll use it. And then also I'll like start taking away more and more of my blue level 90 stones. Nope. But I don't know. That's just how it is. But I gotta say, I have at least 10 spots. That also, like, all my old units, I don't have Halloween Slater for some reason. I thought they gave him out for free or something. Or he was in a banner that I could use. But it was weird that I don't have him. As well, like Derriere, the Valentine Derriere, and what was the other one? What is it? What is it called? Well, I'm blanking. How am I blanking? The Valenti, Summer Valenti, some Eastons. Not some Eastons. I don't know. But yeah, I'm here with I don't have 10 units in my box EC, but then I see an account go for sale, which doesn't have the 7 booty farts. It doesn't have the Stranger Things collab, and it doesn't have 20 other units. And I'm here why am I not at why is my box EC so low? What? If this dude doesn't have 20 units that I don't have, or not that many units. The only difference is in units is 5. It's 5 different 5 units. So I'm why am I still at 16 million? And then at this point I'm it's gotta be just gear. And now I've just been trying to upgrade gear, but man, it's hard. I accidentally farmed Knighthood boss on a Monday because I thought it's a new week. The Knighthood's half stamina, but I was it's because I had stamina because of the vent to get the Knighthood things. And I was just man, I wasted 20 booty farts and I think 4 stamina pots because it autoed after that. Which now I'm just farming. Now I'm just farming that up. And then Gold Dungeon. I forget to do Gold Dungeon. I don't know why. I forgot to do Gold Dungeon. Even though it's I should still be doing Gold Dungeon even though I'm doing Knighthood boss fight. Knighthood farming. But I don't know. Can't remember that. But okay, what else? I was talking about Resident Evil, then I kind of jumped over that because I started talking about damage calculations and Merlin Escanor. Here with it. I don't know. I hope Roxy comes out next week, unless they delay it. Also, there was the Origins. They're doing live streams. Cool. They announced that. I don't think it really matters. Amazing made a video about it. If you are in the 7 Deadly Sins community, you would have seen the video before this. About they're gonna be having the streams on the 13th and the other times doesn't. Cool. But I'm didn't they already announce the release date to be March 28th or something? So I'm not anything oh yeah, cool. I'm not I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel hyped about it. Probably because it's a game I'm not really into. It's like Honkai Star and what's the Genshin Impact. It's those 2 games, and I'm not really that much of a fan of open world. And me saying this when I have 1,000 hours in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But I mean, like, not like it's hard to explain because Breath of the Wild does open world so well. Like, yeah, there's empty pieces in the land, but you never go there half the time. You never go there. You're mostly just, and if there is an empty piece of land, it's just there's a shrine there, and you just do something there, which is easier to save for Zelda because it's like, oh, there you go. But for Seven Deadly Sins, like, every little piece of land has to be like, there's history in the world already built. So when they make when they make that history visible, like, it has to make the dynamic of everything around everything work properly. Like, Vanya isn't close to Leonis. Like, they're like hundreds of miles away from each other, or like 50 miles away at least, unless I have the shape of the Seven Deadly Sins world really small. Boy, but it's Britannia. It's a whole, like, kind of islandish, like, part of the world. And so, like, Leonis kind of has to be in the center, and then Vanya is kind of like probably behind that in the northern region because they do ale and stuff. Or not Vanya. Vanya does the fighting stuff. Where's the ale at? I don't remember the village, but the Guild Thunder village has to be somewhere there. So, like, it's weird to, like, and then thinking about it, like, okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be far. It's gonna be far from Leonis, and now you have to walk there. I just hope they just make walking easy, or something like enjoyable. But anyways, I think the 22 minutes are about to be up. This is gonna be just last hit for Milim, and we'll just end it with that. Hope you like my 20-minute rap sesh. I'm out of here.